Be careful with the deal, because some will lock you in a seal. So question who you appeal, because the devil comes out when greed's revealed. Let me tell you about a man who's a puppeteer. His name was Peter and he had a venue near the docks where people would come and cheer. His little circus and his play. Now Peter was a modest man who came up with a silly little plan. From a kid he would carve out some wooden stands. He would tie some string to make them dance and move his way. Now Peter had a lot of sway growing up near the markets. He learned how to get them say every little thing he needs to pay for his dream to come true. Be careful with the deal, because some will lock you in a seal. So question who you appeal, because the devil comes out when greed's revealed. See, Peter played his idea on the dock, where everyone would come to flock to see the way he made these puppets walk. He became the talk of the small town, but Peter was in a shock, because his play was successful, yet he was not. He wanted something that he could chalk up, so he met with a strange man on that day. The man was looking for something more, not a payment of a price that Peter could afford. He said he would do anything to not be ignored. Be careful with the deal, because some will lock you in a seal. So question who you appeal, because the devil comes out when greed's revealed. So Peter made a deal that day. The man made a grinning smile on his face, for Peter's payment was in place, and the man left without a trace. So Peter didn't have to slave away, for people would come by the dozens to pay for a show that would lead them to say it's like the devil hands is at play. Peter soon let out a squeal, and he watched as his body couldn't move. He kneeled, his arms stiffened up as tight as steel. Strings tanged down from his head to his heel. Peter had thought back to his deal, as the man walked up and grabbed